Hello everybody and welcome back to Super Metroid. It is July 16th, 2013, and I'm very excited to record because my first video went up today. And the very first thing we want to do in this episode is hopefully not fail here right as soon as I start. Come up here, and we're getting something very important right off the bat. And that is going to be right through this door. We're getting our first power bombs. Very, very important to have these things, because you need these to go get the next important item, which we came for, which is why we beat the boss, which is right down in here. So we want to fall down the hole, and fall down the very, very long cavern which no human could survive. And actually we want to go in here first before getting that very important item. And this is a very odd hallway by Metroid standards. I'm just going to run through the lava, because at the very end of this hallway there's an upgrade, but there's nothing else. And I'm taking way too much damage in this room because I'm trying to rush through it. And we get a missile pack. And for some reason, I don't know why, kind of looks like there should be something back here with the power bombs, but there's absolutely nothing. We're just going to keep going. And stop taking hits. You're almost dead, you dumbass. Oh my god. I have 12 health. I'll be right back. I'm going to grind here. Okay, I'm back. Just filled up on health, and we're going to go right back out of here into this other hallway which we were in. And this time, we're actually going to go down this door, and we get to use our first power bomb. Yay. So drop it, and gigantic explosion. Yes, that happens every time. So you go down this hallway, and you run really fast, and you hopefully jump at the end. And I'm retarded, so I didn't jump. And try it one more time, and you want to come up here, and you want to wall jump, and get another missile pack. I can't believe I did that on my first try, because in practice that took me like 15 tries for some reason. Because apparently I suck at this game, as I've probably said like 100 times, and you're probably getting sick of hearing. We actually want to take this jump and go across the room, jump so fast, oh my god, into here, where we get our next important upgrade. Right away, two very important upgrades right at the start of the video, and this is the grappling beam. And we could use it right away, and this up here, the first jump you have to make with it is probably the hardest jump in the game to make with a grapple beam. And I'm going to fail several times. Hopefully not. Maybe. But hopefully not. Damn it. I'm going to stop talking now, because I'm probably going to cut this out. Or I won't. And I'll get it on the third try. Honestly, I find that to be pretty much one of the hardest jumps in the game. And that you don't even need the grappling beam, you jump right across like I did. And you come up here into these blue fire spinning things again, and stop jumping into the fire, even though they do it actually really frequently for those guys. And go and aim right up there. See, this is why I hate my controllers, because I don't want it to go left or right, and it goes left and right, because I have big clumsy thumbs and whatever. And this is actually a decently hard jump to make too. I hate these jumps with the grapple beam where you have to like grapple at an angle, because I just suck. And super missile out that, and you're actually back in this room that we jumped down the really long pit before. And this all just loops back on itself, and we actually can come right back out of this room and go into where the boss was. And there's something quite important that we can grab here, if I don't jump in the lava of sadness. And it doesn't matter how much damage I take right now, because fuck bitches get money. Because there's an energy tank right there if I can get it. Yes, energy tank for the win. And sorry for bumping my microphone. I just had to move it because I moved it away because I was very loud, and I had to move it back because I was very quiet. Yay for audio issues, because I haven't figured this setup yet. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but my first video went up today, and I'm very happy, and I got 2 views, which probably doesn't sound like anything, but I'm happy about it. Because honestly, I wasn't expecting any on my first video for like months and months and months. Because I actually have another YouTube account. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember I had this video of me playing Guitar Hero, and I had like 14,000 views on it for some reason. Apparently I tagged it really well or something like that. But anyways, we want to grapple across this pit and stop retracting our grapple beam and get more missiles. Yay, there's so many of these things in this game. And it's very happy. And I'm actually going to come around and explore a little bit more warfare later. Because honestly, there aren't that many upgrades that we haven't already gotten and we can get here now. I mean, we can come in this room. This is, if I'm thinking correctly, this is probably like one of the hardest missile packs in the game to get. No, this is a map room. I'm thinking totally incorrectly. So we can see, I don't think I've shown a map room yet, but we can see basically everything that there is in this entire area, except for hidden areas, which don't show up on the map. And those white dots, I haven't explained this, white dots on the squares, they actually denote where upgrades are. See, there's one down in the middle of the screen there, right about there. And other than that, there really aren't too many, so I'm not going to bother picking those up just yet. We actually come back here pretty much end game to fight a boss. Surprise, surprise, fighting bosses in Super Metroid, that doesn't happen. There's none of those. And yeah, we can pick up the upgrades then. We can actually get them now. Actually, now that we have the grapple beam, we can get pretty much anything in the game. Because there's not a lot in this game. Oh crap, I went through the store too fast. Crap. I will be right back. Okay, we're actually back in this room where I power bombed. I just realized that I don't want to go down there just yet. So we're going to come in this room instead and jump across the lava, which I just fell in and didn't jump across. Because I suck at this game. And there's actually another very important upgrade in here. I think it might be required to get that missile pack that I was saying was very hard. I'm not sure. But you can actually come down here and roll into a ball, go in this hole, and come in this door. And there's a very important upgrade here. Lots of important stuff this episode. And we get the ice beam. So, if you've ever played the first Metroid, but not this one, which I don't know why, because this one is better, hands down. In the first game, basically the ice beam would freeze an enemy and then unfreeze it and do 1 unit of damage. But in this game, it will act as a normal gun until its very last hit, and then essentially, where am I going? Essentially will freeze the enemy like that, and you can stand on them until they unfreeze. Like, they will float in midair if the platform below them collapses. And that's why that missile pack that I was saying was very hard to get. It's hard to get because the platforms collapse everywhere, and you have to jump on platforms. It's sadness, basically. Freeze that guy right about there, and miss him completely, and fall in the lava. And now, fall down this pit. And you're back in this running room. Now, the reason I can't just go back into that area that we went into before is because there's actually speed booster blocks that are blocking you from going in there. So we have to go out of the room, come back in, get the speed boost like this, break through those top blocks, power bomb, and then go back in. Overly complicated. But they really thought of everything in this game, and that is why it's awesome. I'm pretty sure they actually thought of ways that people could sequence break it, and made it so that they could sequence break it. That was a really weird sentence. If you look over there, that's where the missile pack is, but every platform in this room will collapse underneath you. And this is gonna take me a while to do, so I'm just gonna cut until when I do it. Okay. There we go, I finally got it. That was actually really hard. Just because the little bit of lag I have with this setup, that took me like 10 minutes. That probably wasn't like 10 minutes, it was probably like 6 or 7, but I had to go wrap around the room and reset it, but that didn't end up doing anything. See, if you actually run down this hallway, this is how you're supposed to get to that boss. It's actually down through this room here. That's actually the original way. I kind of sequence broke it, even though I said I wasn't going to be sequence breaking this game. Because you're supposed to go get the wave beam after you get the grapple beam. You're supposed to get the ice beam before you get the grapple beam as well. So, I just find that to take off a lot of time on the game. And it's very, very useful. But you don't have to do it that way. If you're not very good at wall jumping, I really wouldn't recommend it. Stop falling in the lava. Stop sucking. Go suck an egg, me. I said that to my boss once. Instead of saying, go suck my dick, I said, go suck an egg. And then everybody at my work started saying that for like weeks on end. And it was very odd. Oh well, though. We're actually going to come back up here, and we're going to leave Norfair now. As weird as that is, we've been here for like a video and a half, and this is the biggest area in the game. Except for maybe Brinstar is bigger, I'm not sure. Actually, Meridia is pretty big now that I think about it. We're actually going to leave right away, and we're going back to Brinstar up here. So yeah, as I mentioned in, I think it was episode 2 of this is actually a different area. This is, yeah, it's Meridia. And if you can actually break that too with the power bomb, which I'll be showing later. And it's basically a shortcut in there. There's another way you're supposed to go in, but that's the way I always go. Because I like to go back for upgrades after completing the next area that we're going to go to. If I can get out of this awkward water situation that I got myself into here. Oh, right, I forgot you can freeze those guys with the ice beam. You can freeze anything with the ice beam pretty much, because it's awesome! Why do I feel the need to shoot those things? Because I just got a new gun and it's the best one ever. Yeah, so now that we have the ice beam, we can actually get back up here. You can get back up here by wall jumping, but this is much, much easier. And you actually go back up here, and remember this orange door here? I'm going to go through it now. And holy crap! Yeah, you can kill those things with an ice beam and a bomb. That's pretty much the only thing that affects them is bombs and power bombs. And you come in here, and there's this room that if you kill these things that are like glowing lights and flying around, the room gets darker, so I really wouldn't recommend that. And I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Please don't die here. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna kill one of these things and hope it drops health, because these spikes do 30 damage, and I'd like to be able to take at least one hit just in case. I'm going to be very careful getting out of here too. This is the best way I find to grapple beam, even though it looks really slow. It's... oh god. Oh god. Thank god that thing hit me instead of... I just died. I'll be right back into this same room. This is going to take a long time to get back, isn't it? Where was I? Dude, I'm right back at the start of the video! This sucks! Real quick, I forgot to actually go back in here, and there's a missile pack that I missed. So let's actually go back into Kraid's hideout. This is the only time we're ever actually going to need to go back in here. And we'll just go the regular way. I don't remember if I actually got that energy tank, but I'm pretty sure I did. And if I didn't, spoilers, there's an energy tank in there. And kill all these guys in the room. Blast everything so fast. Oh my god, it's awesome. And use a power bomb here. And I suck at bomb jumping. I don't really know the timing for it. What I generally do, there's something a little bit later in the game that I always used to bomb jump to. And what I always did was I set a metronome to 72 beats a minute. And that's actually pretty much perfect timing for bomb jumping. And if I can ever get this, there we go, finally. And we get a missile pack. There's one point where you have to bomb jump like 20 times in a row. You don't have to. You could actually come back later in the game when you have another upgrade and just jump up there. And that's a lot easier. But I always used to do it a lot earlier because I felt the need to go get more bombs. Well, go get more power bombs, sorry. And yeah, it really sucks. So I wouldn't recommend doing that until you get an item later in the game that basically lets you jump infinitely, which I'm not going to spoil what that's called, or when we get it. Because honestly, I don't remember when we get it. And I'll meet you back in that room. Okay, let's try this once more with feeling. We got like 400 energy, like 4 full energy tanks. So hopefully I can do this, and if I can't, I probably should just, like, quit. And I can't believe I did not fall on the spikes just then. So yeah, this is a big, long room. You can actually sequence break and get this a lot earlier. I just didn't feel like coming back in this general direction, because this area, this red area of Bryn Star, is actually where you're supposed to come get your first power bombs. You come in here, and this is a very awkwardly shaped room, you might think. You bomb that, brings you up here, fall through the floor, and you get the X-ray scope. This is the ultimate item for beginner players, and the most useless item for anybody who knows where everything is. Honestly, I'm probably going to be using this because off the top of my head I really don't remember where everything is. And you could use it to find your way through this maze. I know it well enough that I can do it. It's actually pretty simple. And we come back in here and go into the Room of Death, as I call it, because that took me like a very long time to get back here. Because I picked up that extra missile pack that I forgot earlier. And let's get the hell out of here, basically. That's my mentality. I don't even care if I kill these guys, because I'm at the very end of the room, not at the very start. Stop falling on the spike, Samus. So we actually got a lot of stuff in this episode, and I think I'm pretty much going to end it off here, I guess. It's kind of an awkward spot to end it. So I guess next time we will... Actually, no. Next time we will go up this shaft here and see what brings our way. This is the most awkward ending ever. I'm just going to say bye now. Goodbye.